Welcome back, everyone. First time tuning in, I'm Chris, and this is Pia's Projects. Some of you guys may have seen this in the background. This is my get-to list, to-do list, what have you. All right, boards are clear. So, okay, we're gonna do this is the must-do stuff for Helen. Okay, like it's not everything to make the car perfect, because the cars are always gonna need something, right? But to go to Helen. Question mark. So, we're not working on the Beetle this week. I just need to knock out the list. Today, we're focusing on the Joker. I took the Joker to a shop to get the AC fixed. AC works. Unfortunately, my front bumper's a little jacked up, so it needs to come off, get repositioned, put back on. I think I'm missing some hardware now. It's a whole ordeal. Rather just not deal with all the problems that come with that. So we're just gonna fix it ourselves. Also, the aft lip is pretty wrecked right now, so it's coming off. I have the lip that came with it, and I might have a VR6 lip. So that will go on, one or the other. It needs a good cleaning. I also need to put the roof box back on because basically the rest of the year, if I have the Joker with me, I will have shirts. If I have the Beetle with me, the shirt selection may be a lot less, if at all, depending where I am at. Just throwing that out there. All right, so basically, like I mentioned, we'll fix the front bumper. The driver's seat, I tried to fix it a year ago, but fix didn't last. Now I'm a little more confident, or at least I'm able to set up stuff for my welder. So we're gonna fix that. The roof bars need to be painted. Might even paint the roof box. Then install it. Deep clean of the whole car, buff polish, and oil change. I ordered some Rova oil from USP Motorsports. Hopefully should be here the next couple of days. And that's what we're gonna run now, okay? So, but before we do all this, I need to get the Beetle out from in here, put it outside, and then back the Joker in here. I think that's going to be the best way to do this. But before I can take this out, we need to mount a wheel and take it off the jack stands. So let's go do that. Oh, Beetle is out. First time out of the garage, I think this year. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll probably do a rinse, wash it down and whatnot, and then put the Joker inside. My back is already hurting. It was a long day, so yeah. But let's see. This should all be in there. And then this is all jacked up. That's all right. We'll get something fixed. Get set up for cruising and a few trips. All right, well, new tool, right? Nice little setup. Quick jacks, okay? A lot of people have seen them. Heard some good things, some bad things, what have you. I don't have a jack, or I don't have a lift. This lets me, so this is its max height, which honestly, for everything I will ever do, at least for now, this will probably work. Okay, down the road, I would love to clear this, put 2 posts in here, but that's not in today's cards. So, all right, what we're gonna do though, while I have it up, maintenance. To include wipers. And then fix the bumper. Take this lip off. And in here should be a VR6 lip. So clean that up, put that on there. All right. It helps if you have a long screwdriver. So that's off. I would love to maybe find a new one of these, or maybe do some actual body filler on it. I've also thought about the eyebrow up here, or not the eyebrow, you know, the top lip. Spoiler that goes up top here, maybe. I don't know. Always be mindful when you have other shops work on your stuff. That's my advice, everyone. So, unfortunately, I have some broken tabs. So, I remember fixing one when I first put this together, so maybe they were just being held on. I don't know. But I'm gonna go through, tighten stuff that's loose, and remount some of this stuff. And then get it ready to put the bumper back on. I have one broken turn signal. I mean, that happens. I already looked, I don't have another one. I mean, it's better. I don't remember. I'd have to look at another Mark III, because it's been a while. I don't remember if it's all flush or if it pokes out just a hair. But at least it's not sticking out like half a country mile. And it's attached to the inner fender, so I call that a win. Actually, while I'm here, let me roll this, or do something with this, because this is not good. Alright. I did a little test fit. I do some cleanup. And you know what we have to do. Trim and bumper paint. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry for a few. I think I'm gonna pull these two tabs off, clean them, and I need to pull that screw out because I have a good tab here, and then I need to find a screw here. So we'll make it work. Not quite what I was hoping to deal with today. Also, I think if I put a screw right here, this will hold. So the car's gonna need a whole deep clean, and we'll get there. I didn't even mean to like dive into just this. There's a couple other things we want to try and do, but let's get the front end looking right, and we'll go from there. All right, for oil, nothing other than Rova. Okay, I talked with Jose back at Eurotripper. Some of y'all may have seen the clip on Instagram, and I want to give him a shot. Try all this. Okay, I already knew I was going to use their vintage stuff for the air-cooled, and probably even for the BMW. But hey, if I got a chance to try something that's better, I will. And look at that. What other brand has that? None that I know of. Hey, don't forget, put your mileage or kilometers on the oil filter, and then the date, at least the month and year. So, and then yeah, so I'm gonna lube up the seal, add a little oil, and then we'll finish this up. I might have to clean up for the day. I got some other stuff going on, but we'll see. Maybe we'll dive back out here tonight. All right, we're gonna pull the seat out. Some of y'all might remember. So one of the first things I did on the channel was try and fix the seat from dropping. Well, that only held so much. All right. So we're going to take the base off. And then weld some braces to it. So we got some stuff to work, some stuff didn't work. All right, you might have heard me mention it. I did have zip ties, and they were to hold this, I guess, in place. So we're clean this up, throw a weld on it, and grind off some of these connections, these spots, and throw a weld on it, and then zip this off. And either reuse this, probably, I have plate down there, so I'll probably use something down there. Alright, well, filled this side in. That side, there's too much of a gap underneath, but they'll hold. I'll cut some sort of bracket that'll go here, and then from maybe from here to here, or here. Alright, so I put this little corner in the vice grip, or in the bench vise, and just whacked on it. So here, I'm gonna probably, maybe I can do something similar. Or slice and then bend over. Yeah. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna clean up these connection points. And then we'll weld this on. So nowhere near as neat or as glamorous as probably some of these other people who make it, but I'm looking for function right now. Down the line, when I have access to a CNC machine or plasma table, or I mean, just something that I could do. I know there's programs like Send Cut Send. I have a buddy who lives down the street who I could go see, but I'm trying to work with what I have right now. See what we make happen. Alright, way too hot. I guess I should have checked to see how thick this was before I put all that heat to it. So, like, this bracket could be, I should have, honestly, and what I'm going to do is take the grinder, grind this back, and then lay some new weld underneath it. But, it's not going to move. It's not. So, what I'm going to do is prop it up like this, let it cool. Yeah, it's already after 9 on Sunday. Typically, I'm finishing editing right now. So, a little behind this week. What I did do, so, you guys a little update, motor update. So, I went and saw Joe, okay? And we looked at the motor and everything. He helped me set things in place. All right, he checked everything. He's like, it's gonna fire. You just got to rehook up the carburetor, and then I need to get a different fuel pump, which is why I had such a heck of a time taking the one I had on off. Also, I need a different push rod length for the fuel pump. So normally it's 4.3, 4 1/4, something like that. With the generator style, with the alternator style, it's at 3.94. And then I also got a spacer for the top of the alternator, so to clear on this side, okay? It does require longer studs. I ordered those as well. 31 bucks in parts, plus another, I think, 10 bucks in shipping. So that should be here this week. Since I have a little more time, or less, things are a little different than I was originally expecting. Okay. Tomorrow, I'm going to finish that. Okay. At least to where it's done, welded. And then I'll install it into the car. Okay. Other things I need to do. All this wiring for the air ride, I need to move it because I just sort of had it chilling under here, which, you know, we all know how that works. Oh, hey, I'll do it later, and then next thing you know, So, oil change done, front bumper. I went ahead, finished, and installed the lip. Okay? The bumper itself is filthy, so the car's going to get a good bath, detailing, all that. Okay? But front bumper's on. I'm working on the light surrounds before I put the grill back in. All right. And then the other thing, I want to put the roof box back on because that's where we store cleaning supplies and then merchandise. So if you guys see me around, come find me. I have merchandise. It'll be whatever I have with me at the time. But we can order more shirts. We can get more stuff, okay? So if I run out of your size, just let me know. I do appreciate everyone watching along. I know this video was a little random. Focus is Joker, the get-to list, things that we had to, fix. But I'll tell you what. Marking some things off. Oil change, done. Front bumper, done. Okay. Hey, progress. Okay. Like, comment, subscribe. Right now we're at 476. Help me so we can hit 500 before the end of the month. Okay? Today's the 13th. Yeah, we could do that. Okay? Don't forget, there's always a solution.